it triggers a fault code for air mass, not for overboost, because of course it's sucking more air in as it's overboosting. Can anyone tell me if this mechanism's worn? To me, it does seem, it works okay, but I think it's worn underneath here on the rollers. There should be some movement, obviously, for thermal expansion. But to me, in all honesty, I really think it's worn out. I really think it's worn, that. I'm just trying to get a good image for you. Can I even turn the camera on this bloody phone? Trying to turn the camera on. Doesn't seem to be having none of it. I know on Volkswagens, this main guide pin, it usually whirs, and it's not doing on this one, but there just seems to be too much kind of movement on it. There's too much movement for my liking. For example, this plate here seems like there's a movement there, and on this side, these pins are like higher. The pin's high there, and it's kind of almost flush on this side. My argument is it only needs a little bit of movement on these rollers, little rollers in here. I think maybe they're worn, and it's shifting up and down sideways too much like this. Are you with me? If anyone can tell me what to look for, I'm not an expert with turbos. I've actually repaired a lot of Volvo ones where they've been sticking it past. See that movement there? I know it needs to have some expansion, but at some point now with this, you can actually manage to move some of the wingtips and the others don't move at the same time. I can't quite reproduce it now. And it's a sporadic fault, and I've done everything on the car to rule out an air mass issue. I might make a video one day about it, but very difficult to know if this is worn or not. I'm considering sending it to a turbocharger specialist. But like I said, on Volkswagens, this main guide pin wears out here at the top. Where is it? There. And it hasn't worn on this one, has it? But to me, there just seems like there's just maybe a bit too much of this movement here, you know. There should be some movement, of course, but it's the eternal conundrum, isn't it, unfortunately, guys? I don't want to... You can't charge the customer £1,000 bloody quid, whatever it is, just on my hunch. You see that movement there? Of course it's going to move when it gets hot. It needs to have an expansion area. But my question to the wonderful world of YouTube and all the experts out there who have more experience with turbos than me is there too much movement? Because let's imagine now it's on full boost, which is... That is full boost, of course. What about if it's kind of only there, but it's moving itself like that and it's changing the boost settings? What it is with this, it was 2.7 bar and it should be 2.1. And all through the rev range, this turbo is boosting too much, and it's fully electronically controlled from this stepper motor, this actuator. There's no real movement in the rod. And the thing is, it has a position sensor inside here, so if this was in the wrong position, in theory, this should pick it up. But what if it's in the right position, but it's just over... Sort of say it should be in that position, but what if it's really in that position, so there's more boost than these be? Are you with me? Because there's some sort of play, you know? Like a little bit of wear in these tips. You know what I mean? It only needs to be a fraction of a millimetre out, this turbo, and it'll drastically affect your boost. I mean, let's just say it's supposed to be there and it's kind of there. That could be another 200 millibar, that, couldn't it? Think about it. So if there's anyone watching this who's an expert with these Honeywell turbos off a M47 BMW, let me know, because I would absolutely appreciate any advice I can get regarding this problem. What do I need to look out for? Have you guys seen anything on the community? I've seen them seized, and I've stripped them in the past, and I've unseized them with oxyacetylene, but yeah, it does seem a little bit worn. So let me know, guys, please. Thanks very much. That's the end of the live feed. I've had a hell of a week.